Hello and welcome back, everybody. Today we're back with another replay. This time I was playing again in my Griffin 122mm Tier 8 premium tank, light tank. My loadout ammo-wise hasn't changed. My retrofins haven't either, but I chose to switch to Alyssa Coronin, mostly because of her extra ammo hoarder skills, which means that you can carry a lot extra ammo. Extra HP is always nice, about 14% extra, and more accuracy on the move, but it's mostly for the ammo. So that means when we load into the game, you're gonna see that this Griffin gets a lot more ammo than you actually see here, which is actually gonna turn out to be a very good thing. So without further ado, let's dive into the replay. So here we are loading into the game. As you can see, it's on Pleternica, which in my opinion is probably the worst map in the game, simply because of its way too open nature and the campiness that it pretty much requires you to apply. The thing is, for the Griffin 120mm, that of course is a very good sniper that gets his kinetic energy missiles. That's actually a good thing, because you can just sit in one place and pretty much shoot the entire map. But yeah, this game is going to be a perfect showcase of how bad this map is for anything that's not a sniper. The beautiful Dutch flags waving in the wind. So yeah, what I was thinking here, you can actually not see it because what I was talking about earlier, the ammo hoarder skill, gives a lot more ammo, like 70% with my current Alyssa setup. But yeah, you cannot see that here, but you just have to take my word for it. So for the beginning, I just sit here and take this sort of, it's not an aggressive push because there's still a lot of distance, but like a little bit more to the front. And we find the Merc. At that distance, 500 meters, my missiles are gonna have no problem whatsoever panning the lower plate of a Merc. The Dragoon gets spotted. Yeah, and a designated Dragoon is often a dead Dragoon. So it's literally just waiting for the MBTs to make another mistake. There, I think I hit the lower plate of the Merkava blind. I hit the track. And there I hit another track. And now they're getting so close that I actually wanted to smoke. As you can see, I actually got spotted from somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where. As we'll see later in the replay, it's probably a sniper that was in the middle there. Probably a Dragoon sniper. But yeah, here I smoke again to try and conceal myself while I finish off the Merc. Track the Ramka. And the Griffin actually also gets a designate target skill, which you can see I used on the Ramka there. Didn't really benefit me anything extra, but I mean, it's a pretty good opening score. 2.9k damage. I bounced quite some shells though. Could have been up to 5k already. But yeah, now I'm thinking, okay, they're getting a little bit too close. So like if I get spotted in that position where the Ramka is, for example, the enemy positions over there will definitely have shots. So then I'm thinking, okay, the Ramka's got an unmanned turret, so if they push him, at least he will survive a little bit. So I will just sit in the bushes behind to try and cover him if they do. But as you can see, the complete balance of this map, like we have a whole nest of snipers over there. And like the moment they poke that ridge, they're getting smacked. So there you can see the view range is actually not endless. I actually cannot see those things. But I did manage to hit the gun of the Merkava there. And with Alyssa, like even on a map like this, you have more than enough ammo to just take those blind shots. And this is sort of what made this whole replay, or what made this position is pretty much what's gonna allow me to do most of my damage for this replay. So I'm sitting far enough down that I don't get spotted by the hill over there. I won't get spotted by them pushing up in the bushes either, unless the Ramka already spots them first. And I'm gonna have free shots at any sort of MBTs or anything that pushes up here, because we have a Evo in this hold down position. And an Evo in that hold down position is not really gonna die very fast. So there a Ramka gets spotted. I actually did not manage to pen the missile there. So yeah, as you can see, like a little bit of RNG. I've already missed for like 4k. Which of course is sad, meaning that the result of this battle could have been higher if I either aimed better or RNG would have been a little bit nicer to me. But I mean, that's tank games for you. There, Ramka gets spotted again. This time I was shooting heat, so I only did chip damage. But the next one goes in for full. The last one misses. So here I just slightly poke up. Harama gets designated, allowing me to get one penning hit. One non-penning hit. And the last one to finish him off. So that was heat rounds right there. Which I actually had 34 of with Alyssa to start with. So if I'm not completely mistaken, I think I had like 44 cam rockets and 34 heat rounds to start this battle off with. And there you can see my my rocket perk triggered here, meaning that I hit him, because the rocket perk only triggers when you damage an enemy. So the way that works, it's whenever you damage an enemy, there is a chance that the rocket perk triggers, and the more damage you do, the higher the chance, pretty much. And as you can see, I actually managed to set the Ramka on fire as well, and therefore finish him off. I wrote in the chat he dead because the Ramka was still fervently spamming that bush, and I didn't want him to waste his ammo. And like, this is one of the main, the main issues with this map is just the campiness of it. I really wanted to do something or move, but the thing is, like, if you push this, you're gonna get farmed from there or there. I could go back there, but then again, these guys would be alone. So it's literally just waiting, and it's literally the team that has the most patience that's always gonna win on this map. It's always the more you camp, the better. As long as you keep both sides. So you need to keep control of this side. At least, like, have something here. And you need to keep control of that side, meaning that Mephisto is not allowed to live, because otherwise he's gonna outspot everything there. And here the Ramka, so like, as long as you hold something here and you hold something there, you're pretty much never gonna lose. And in the meantime, I finish off the Mephisto. As you can see, I regularly check to my left because I kind of expect them to push. I mean, they have at least like 3 people there. But then again, they don't. So I just put another heat round in the Griffin. And I mean, like I said, I have so many rounds that I'm not afraid to just keep on firing. Like, even at the end of the battle, I still had like a total of 20 rounds left. So there you can see the premium commander Alyssa Coronan is pretty useful even in PvP. I mean, I would say it's probably one of the best commanders in PvE. Because she allows you to not have to respawn as often for new ammo. But like even in PvP, it's a very good commander, especially with my setup with the HP bonus. There I hit a chem rocket into the chrysanthema. So yeah, the HP bonus, the extra ammo just allows you to sit back and just do so much more damage and take shots you normally wouldn't take. And the way I've got her set up with the extra accuracy as well is just a nice bonus overall. So in the meantime, I'm up to 7k damage. Visible damage, that is. I've taken quite some blind shots, so we'll have to check the post-game stats to see what the actual stats were like. At the moment, I was actually doing a light tank mission for the raid as well, where I needed to do top 3 damage on the team. So yeah, I was kind of feeling good about myself on the way to doing that mission, because usually like 7k is pretty much always enough for being top 3, like regardless of the match. There was a heat round, so we didn't pen the Merc. The Merc is actually hiding behind the wreck there, so it's a little bit hard to hit. However, I do manage to connect one more chem rocket. Chrysanthema found his man pants. Like, pushing up like that is not advisable, because the thing is, I mean, you're gonna be able to spot them, but it's gonna be so close they're gonna spot you as well. Meaning that they're, like, if they have something here with stealth or something here, like a TD, that's always gonna be able to have shots on you. And that again is like one of my main issues with this map, is just any sort of attempt at playing the game and actually like trying to do something is gonna get punished so hard. I mean, it's like I said, it is a dream map for campy tanks like this Griffin, like the Chrysanthema, but like especially MBTs just feel so useless on this map. There it was actually me who spotted something. Probably people that poked up on the ridge. There I'm shooting the Griffin. Only have like a slight shot on the turret, so yeah, there's that. Seems like the aim marker is a little bit off. I was actually aiming better than that. So yeah, I've literally been sitting in this position for like 5 minutes straight at least. And more than doubling my damage by doing so. It's actually getting to a point where I actually want to try and win the game as well, because I've still got close to full HP. And only 3 minutes left on the timer. As you can see in the chat, the Griffin really wants the Leclerc to follow him. Because the two of those could easily take down a Griffin 120. Mephisto actually manages to finish off the Ramka from that position. But as you can see, he takes a hit for it as well, meaning that it's very likely that their MGS is either back there or back there. And since he didn't get spotted for shooting, I'm guessing like back here. And even though I saw the Mephisto just get hit, I'm gonna try the same thing because why not? FYI, this is not a smart play, by the way. Because here you see I spot him, but I'm actually getting spotted in return as well. Meaning that I receive a hit. And I didn't manage to do any sort of damage. Which is a bad thing. Because, like, how do I say it? Like, your HP is pretty much your currency, and you pretty much want to exchange your HP for damage or spotting. And the more effectively you can do that, the more games you're gonna win, pretty much. So losing HP for free without being able to do anything about it is not advisable. There I see a sniper, and that's probably the sniper that spotted me earlier in the beginning of the match. So here I'm thinking, okay, the team is going in, they're suppressing the MGS, so I should be able to have this. There I'm shooting chem rockets, even though it's pretty close. Like the distance is not far enough to actually fully unlock the potential of the chem rockets. However, something that is nice about chem rockets is they ignore ERA. So you can actually pen through ERA with chem rockets. Meaning that it's gonna be a way easier shot with the chem rockets than with heat, because the M95 is pretty much covered in ERA everywhere. Yeah, that was the game. Let's dive into the stats. So we're back in the garage looking at the stats. As you can see, I got an Iron Dragon, meaning that I was the player that did the most damage of the team, as well as that my damage was at least 33% of the enemy team's combined hit points. Because even though I only had 10k visible, you can see I actually got 13k, so that means that I hit quite a lot of my blind shots actually. Pretty healthy credit income as well. 5 kills, 2 assists, not too bad, not too bad. And yeah, here you can see 2.4k base experience. That's pretty high, to be honest. In a normal PvP match, that's pretty impressive, to be honest, not gonna lie. Yeah, so this match pretty much perfectly summarizes what I think is wrong with the map Pleternica. I was literally just sitting in the same position for like more than 5 minutes straight, and pretty much got all of my damage from there as well, because the enemy just had no way of pushing effectively without getting absolutely farmed for it. Yeah, so that was it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this content. If you did, drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and see you next time.